Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we are really cutting through the noise in the bath and body market. We're looking at a shift that has some pretty enormous implications for your business.
It really does. And this isn't just about, choosing a slightly greener product. This is about future-proofing your entire business model.
So if you're a buyer, a distributor, and you're still relying on plastic bath accessories, you're facing some serious risks.
You really are. The market is shifting way faster than I think most people realize.
And we've got the data on this. Get this. A staggering 78% of consumers in developed markets are now actively looking for sustainable alternatives to plastic.
78%. I mean, that's almost everyone. That's your entire customer base demanding change.
It's huge.
And that demand is exactly why the eco-friendly bath accessories market is it's booming. We've seen 23% annual growth from 2021 through 2024.
23% year over year.
So this whole debate, plastic loofah versus natural loofah, it's not about consumer preference anymore. It's a critical bottom line decision for 2025.
Okay, so our mission for this deep dive is clear. We're going to unpack the actual business economics, the real sustainability side of things, and show you exactly why a premium natural Egyptian loofah is the clear winner for profitability.
And why locking in a solid supply chain with a partner like Egexo is probably the most urgent move you could make right now.
All right, let's start with the one we all know, the plastic shower. Poof.
The incumbent, yeah.
Let's just call it what it is, right? It's a commodity, it's cheap, it's everywhere. But as we've seen time and time again, going for that lowest price, it usually comes with the highest hidden costs.
Precisely. These things are made from petroleum-based polymers. Nylon, polyester. The wholesale cost is super low, maybe 30 to 80 cents a unit.
Which sounds great on paper.
It does, but it locks you into that race to the bottom. The only thing you can compete on is price, and that's a losing game.
But the risk goes way beyond just price. In our prep notes, you called the plastic loofah a bacteria wand. That sounds pretty bad for a wellness brand.
It is a massive liability. I mean, think about it. That fine synthetic mesh, plus the warm, wet environment of a shower, it's the perfect incubator for bacterial growth.
And plastic doesn't have any, natural defense against that.
None at all.
Oh.
Zero. What's worse, you can't really clean it properly,
Right.
So it just grows.
How fast are we talking?
Alarmingly fast. There are studies that show significant colonies of some pretty nasty bacteria.
Yeah.
We're talking coliforms, pseudomonas, within just 2 to 4 weeks.
Wow.
So your customer thinks they're getting clean, but they're basically exfoliating with a growing pathogen culture. That's a huge brand risk.
Okay, and then you have the environmental side, which connects directly to regulatory risks.
That's the 1-2 punch, exactly. They're non-biodegradable, so they stick around for centuries. But they also break down into microplastics.
Right, shedding tiny bits of plastic into the water system with every single use.
And regulators are catching on. The EU, other regions, they are aggressively targeting these kinds of single-use plastics.
So for a big retailer, what does that mean? Are they going to be banned?
Maybe not banned tomorrow, but you're looking at new taxes, restrictions, maybe mandatory labeling about microplastics. You're stocking an item with a 500-year environmental lifespan when your customers and the government want a solution that's gone in months. The clock is ticking loudly.
So plastic is clearly the problem. The solution has to be the natural loofah. But you've mentioned that not all natural loofahs are the same. We should be looking at ones from the Loofah cylindrica gourd.
Exactly. This is 100% plant-based organic material.
Mm-hmm.
But the quality, it depends completely on where it comes from.
And this is where the Egyptian loofah comes in. You called it the premium tier. Is that just marketing, or is there a real measurable difference?
Oh, it's a verifiable scientific difference.
Mm-hmm.
Egyptian loofahs are grown in a very specific place, the Nile Delta region.
Okay.
That area has this incredibly rich soil from the river, the perfect climate. And all of that leads to stronger, more resilient fibers in the gourd itself.
So the final product is denser, maybe softer when it's wet, but also more durable.
Precisely. You get better, more consistent exfoliation that's still gentle, and it holds up. Which brings us to lifespan. A good Egyptian loofah can last 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months. A plastic one is done in, 4 weeks?
If that. So it's 4 to 6 times longer. That longevity is a huge part of why customers feel that premium price is totally justified.
Let's go back to hygiene, though. It's organic. Doesn't that mean it's just as likely to grow bacteria?
No, and this is such a critical point. The fiber structure is very open, not like that tight plastic mesh. So it dries out completely between uses, which prevents bacteria from growing.
So moisture doesn't get trapped.
Right. Plus, the natural fibers have some inherent antimicrobial properties. And unlike plastic, you can actually sanitize a natural loofah. A quick boil, run it through the dishwasher, it works, and it doesn't degrade the material.
Okay, that's a game changer. The performance is better, the sustainability story is authentic, but now let's get to the real bottom line, the money. I'm a buyer, and I see a wholesale cost that's maybe 4 times higher. How do I justify that?
You focus on the margin dollars per unit, not just the percentage. And you look at what it does for your brand. Let's just run the hard number.
Sure, give me the breakdown.
All right, plastic side. Wholesale is, what, 30 to 80 cents? Retail, you might get $2 to $5 for it.
Right.
So your profit margin is somewhere between 40 and 60%. It's a very low dollar transaction.
And on the natural Egyptian loofah side?
The wholesale cost is higher, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe $1.50 to $3.50. But because it's a premium product with a real story, you can command a retail price of $8 to $15.
8 to 15. Okay.
And your profit margin on that is a massive 65 to 80%.
Hold on. So we're talking about generating 20 to 40% higher profit margins per unit sold.
Exactly. So even if you sell a few less, the dollar profit you make on each one is dramatically higher. You're not competing with a dollar store anymore. You're elevating your entire category.
And inventory-wise, these things are shelf-stable, right?
Right. Indefinitely, with standard dry storage. And the inventory turns are healthy. We see 8 to 12 turns a year in specialty retail. The value is just. It's undeniable.
The economics are clear. But when you switch to an agricultural product, the supply chain becomes everything. Quality, consistency, that's where the risk is.
Absolutely. You can't promise a customer a $15 premium experience and then deliver an inconsistent product. And that's why your supplier choice is so critical. This brings us to Egexo.
Okay.
To put it plainly, Egexo is the world's leading Egyptian natural loofah wholesale supplier.
That's a big claim. What gives them that authority?
Over 10 years of experience, for one. They serve businesses on 6 continents: the US, Canada, the EU, Australia.
Yeah.
Their credibility is global, and this is all they do. They are specialists.
So how do they guarantee that consistency you were talking about?
They control the entire process. Their model is a direct farm-to-export supply chain from Egypt's premium Nile Delta region.
No middlemen.
No middlemen. That vertical integration means they have total quality control from the seed all the way to the shipping container. It ensures consistency and, frankly, the best value.
What about standards? Certifications?
They're ISO certified. That guarantees rigorous, documented quality standards that meet global compliance. For any serious buyer, that's non-negotiable.
What if I'm a smaller brand just wanting to test this out? Are they only dealing in huge container shipments?
No, and that's one of their biggest strengths. They have flexible ordering with no strict minimums. They're set up to help everyone, from a small boutique needing samples to a major retailer.
And for brands that want to capture that top end, 80% margin, do they help with branding?
Absolutely. They offer comprehensive private label services, custom packaging, sizing, branding,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Egexo doesn't just sell you a product, they partner with you. They provide consultation, marketing materials, because they know your success is their success. Egexo provides everything you need for success.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. We know the product is better, the supplier is solid. Where are the big market opportunities here? It's not just the grocery store aisle, is it?
Oh, the breadth is phenomenal. Of course, you have retail and e-commerce. But think about the professional markets. Spas, wellness centers, they prefer natural loofahs for their services.
Right. It's a luxury tool, not a cheap accessory.
And the hospitality sector. This is a massive one. High-end hotels are all competing on their green certifications. Swapping a plastic amenity for a premium natural one, that's a huge win for them.
Plus, you've got subscription boxes, corporate gifting. I even saw them being used for household cleaning.
It's a fast-growing market. That's why that 23% annual growth number is so important. The market transition is happening now. The businesses that move first are the ones that will define the category and gain that competitive edge.
Well, this deep dive really makes the decision feel both financially and, ethically clear. You get a better product, happier customers, a real sustainability story, and you make more money.
You deliver 20 to 40% higher profit margins. It's about shifting your mindset away from just cheap acquisition costs and towards maximizing high-profit inventory. The opportunity is in quality.
So if you're listening and you're ready to make that move for 2025, to start capturing those 35 to 80% margins, you really need to act now.
The next step is simple. Verify the quality for yourself. Go to www.egoo.com to start your partnership. That's egexo.rupcom.
On the site, you can request wholesale samples, you can get detailed quotes for your business, or just download their product catalog to see the full range.
This shift from plastic to natural, it's an irreversible market force. The question isn't if your business will switch, it's when. And choosing the right premium supplier like Egexo is what ensures you actually capture those profits. And for all the data points we talked about today, definitely check out the Complete Buyer's Guide on the Egexo blog.
We hope this has given you the clarity you need to make a really smart, profitable decision for the year ahead. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.